Hi, welcome to AFTV. I got Robbie with me. We've just drawn 1-1 to Fulham here at Craven Cottage. I said it to Lee, we're coming out of this stadium now and it's just like, we're dropping points. It's not good enough at the moment.
Yeah, we dropped points, you know what I mean? I think Lee was being a little bit unfair there. Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with him to say that, you know, the first half, well, I thought we started the game really well, by the way, really, really well. Was on the because I've watched a lot of Fulham's games this season. They're a very attacking team, but they were very, very defensive today, low block. Started the game really well, then got done on the counter-attack. I think Kivior, you know what I mean, was at fault for that goal, completely lost Jimenez, and then even then, it's a clinical finish.
Yeah, Raya couldn't do anything with that.
Yeah, great goal by them. And then after that, I'd agree with him, you know what I mean? I thought for the rest of the half, it's almost like we were in shock. The fans were in shock. The players were in shock. It's like, what's going on? You know what I mean? We started the game so well. But then where I do disagree with Lee, I thought in the second half, we came out and we were on it, you know what I mean? And fully deserved to get the equaliser. And, you know what I mean, we were pushing and pressing. You can't fault them for doing that. You know what I mean? It was just up against a team today that defended very, very well. You know what I mean? And we just couldn't break them down. But, you know what I mean, you can't you know, say there wasn't a big effort in that second half to win that game. I mean, you know, Fulham, I think they had, what was it?
They had 2 shots on target in the whole game. They had 1.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously was
it's
the goal.
really just a goal, and that was all they did, apart from it's just a low block for the rest of the game. Really difficult to break that down, and, you know, you got to credit them. But I do agree with him. The first start, we did it the other night, where, you know what I mean, we didn't play a well enough first half, and, you know, we won the game in the end in the second half, but, you know, the difference in this game, we were 1-0 down. So you got to get that goal back and then more. So you can't play games in just one half. You got to play games in 2 halves. You got to play games over them 90 minutes, and that's where I agree with him. But it's almost like, well, when that first goal went in for them, we were like shell-shocked. Yeah. Because we were so on top.
You were a little bit as well when the stands.
I was completely shell-shocked because I was like, even when he hit it, I was like, when it went in, I was like, huh? It went in. That was like literally the first time they'd come in our half for the whole game, and then I don't think they're in our half again for the rest of that half.
Do you give
football's a crazy game?
You gave small credit to Fulham, but do you give them credit? You saw them swap Adama to the other wing to target Partey's side. You saw them instead of, because at first it was with Timber, then it was like they smartly changed over. Their shape was good throughout the game.
Adama Traore was completely anonymous in the game. Did absolutely nothing. They had to take him off. You know what I mean? All the players that have been so... It's really funny because they're attacking players. Their attacking players were really nullified today. Smith Rowe was quiet. Like all of them, the players, Wobie, the players that have been doing so brilliantly for them have been really, really quiet today. But it's almost like they just worked all as defenders today. They're all behind the ball, and it was really, really difficult to break down. And you know, I think we're a bit unlucky to come away from that game without all 3 points.
Do we have the chances to win it?
Yeah, we had the chances to win it. Thomas Partey, I mean, come on, man. Like, he did what he had one like that against United during the week. Yeah. And then yet another one. This one was even easier, I thought. And he completely messed up his header. We should be walking away from here with the 3 points. We had chances. We had enough of the ball. We should be walking away with the 3 points. But it is what we're going to have to take it. It is a bit damaging because, you know what I mean, Liverpool haven't played. A chance to close within 4 points of them with a game. They would still have had a game in hand. You know, the big winners of this are Liverpool because they haven't played this week. Yeah.
And if Chelsea drop points as well,
yeah, they've seen City draw, they've seen us draw, you know what I mean? It's happy days for them, but it's still a long way to go. I still look on it and say, listen, there's lots of these tough away days that you have to negotiate, and, you know, we didn't get the job done, but last year we came here and lost, so at least we didn't do that. And at one stage, you know, at half-time, you're thinking, are we actually going to be able to get a goal against these, because they were so resolute, you know, so...
But going forward, Rob, again, I said to Lee about this stuff, there's a lot of possession from Arsenal. It seems like when we come out in these results, draws, it seems like the same story. Dominate the ball, but we're not converting the chances. I mean, in fact, the critics will say you got to wait for set pieces. You saw how all the fans get up for these set pieces. But did you think there was more chance to score in open play, though, or were we actually relying on corners or free kicks?
There wasn't a lot of chances in open play because they defended very well. There was a lot of times we cut a ball back, they get a little nick in, and you know what I mean. They just managed every time to do that. You know what I mean. And you got credit for. I give them full credit for their defensive display. They defended brilliantly. You know what I mean. Right, the whole team, like, you know. And when they got their one chance, they took it. So, like, when you play like that, if that's your game plan, you know, they executed their game plan brilliantly. You know, the emphasis was on us to go and break it down. And, you know, if we'd have played like we did in the second half, in the first half as well, you know, we'd probably be walking away from here with the 3 points because we're a much better side. You know, but, you know...
do we need to win every game this month now, or will we win every game this month?
I feel we do. I think in the league, we have to win the rest of the games this month. I always looked at this month and thought, listen, we talk about you've got to win every single game. It's not as easy as that. This is the Premier League. You're not going to win every single game. I always thought there might be a game in there that might be a slip-up. And actually, when I looked at it, this was the one I was looking at and thinking, this is tough because we lost there last year. But got to beat Everton next week. Got to beat, Ipswich. Yep. Got to beat Brentford. You know what I mean? And got to beat Palace. You know, I mean, they're 4 winnable games. Out of all of those games, it's probably the hardest one. You know, that Brentford one is not easy either because they've been playing really well at home. But if you look at Fulham's record this season, they've been playing very, very well, especially here at Craven Cottage. You know what I mean? So it was always going to be a tough game, but it's just. And then the killer at the end was the VAR. You know what I mean? I thought to myself, right, we've got what we've deserved. We've knocked on the door.
Celebrations were mad in there as well.
That's the small margins within football because, you know what I mean? You know, Lee will be coming out and saying, yeah, we deserved it. We knocked on the door in that second half, brilliant second half there, and we deserved the win. But just slightly offside, Martinelli there, to me, a bit criminal. He's got to hold his run better and stay onside, in my opinion. I didn't think he did very well when he came on, nor did Jesus. You know what I mean? You know, I was surprised he took Havertz off, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know?
But well, like you said, shame we didn't get it, that small margins there, but it's not the excuse. We should have got the game won in the game, but it's annoying it got
Games are over 90 minutes, man, not 45. They're not 45-minute games. A game is over 90 minutes. And, you know, we felt a little bit sorry for ourselves when they got that goal. We were shocked. We were in shock, you know what I mean? And we didn't snap out of it, and probably until the manager got into them at half-time and said, yeah, what are you man doing? You're better than these lot. Go out there and win the game. And then you saw a much different performance in the second half. But, you know what I mean, to score a couple of goals in this Premier League is not easy.
Yeah.